How do I balance my short-term priorities with my long-term priorities? We can look at money through this lens of I want to win overall, meaning I want to have enough at the end when I'm retiring, or I want to have enough to buy a house, or I want to have enough to buy whatever it is that's a bigger purchase. That can be a longer-term priority. But then we have shorter-term things that show up. A friend that calls you and has a really cool idea to go away for a 3-day weekend. You hadn't been thinking about it, but you really want to do that. So how do we balance these out? I want you to understand that your goals and your priorities should come first, and your plan should be based off of those. I think oftentimes when we read about traditional budgeting systems, it says, go through all of your expenses, what have you been doing, pour through all your habits from the past, and then create a plan that will duplicate that for the future. Oftentimes that can put us in a situation where we just don't end up feeling any better about our money, and that's not what we want. So I want you to make sure that you know what your goals and your values are around money, and then your plan comes out of that. Because we need to be driving towards a destination that we actually want to get to. We don't want to just be driving towards the destination that our past was driving us towards. Because sometimes we're driven to make changes in our money because we're not happy with our results. So once you have a plan in place that is coming from your goals and priorities, when something comes up that might change things, you have one thing to look at it against. You don't have all of the things that you could be spending, debating with each other. We want to simplify the whole decision-making process so that this new priority comes up and it's not, well, I do that, or this, or this, or this, or this. You just look at that and say, I want to go do this with my friends. Do I have money in my fund? And then it becomes a binary answer. Yes, I can do it. No, I cannot. We don't want to derail all of your long-term goals to take advantage of something now. So that means that the plan that you have needs to account for some flexibility in that short-term priorities, because we just can't predict how our year is going to look, what opportunities are going to come up, what unexpected expenses are going to come up. So we want to have enough flexibility built into the money plan that you're working on so that you can ebb and flow through the natural cycle of life while still driving yourself towards those long-term priorities. So again, make sure that the long-term priorities are accounted for in your plan, and then you've got some flexibility in your short-term ability to have money set aside a fund so that when you have the opportunity come up and it's a 3-day weekend with your girlfriends, that you have money set aside to take care of that. So you're not deciding, do I not invest for my future this month and go on this trip? And then you start talking yourself into whatever decision that is. Oh, well, memories are more important than long-term retirement savings. All of those things that we do to trick our brains into agreeing with us when we decide we want to do something. So again, make sure that your long-term plans, your goals, your values about money are directing the plan that you are using to manage those everyday decisions, and build some flexibility in so that you can take advantage of the fun that comes up along the way.
Hey, it's Melissa here, and what you just saw is one of my top 10 most frequently asked questions. I really hope you found it helpful. To get your specific money question answered, I want you to come over and visit me at either Facebook or Instagram at Melissa on Money. I'd really like to know how I can help you specifically. Also, if you're looking for free money training, you can find that at melissapaul.com. Thanks.